loves, it's your girl Kia, the creative superwoman behind At Peace Arts and the creator of the Own Your Peace Daily Planner. I wanted to jump on because I had to complete something and I was like, you know what, let me just make a quick video so that other people can see what I'm about to do. So because the Own Your Peace Daily Planner is a coil bound planner, so it's not super duper easy to add things to it, more like a 3-ring binder. But because I'm a creative, we figure out different ways to do different things. I'm going to show you 2 ways to be able to add pages. So let's just say all you have is some washi tape or regular tape. I don't have my regular tape down here, but some washi tape or regular tape, and you've got your page. So what you can do, this is one of my brain, I'll use my moon energy for 2022 that I made. Oh, you put this here, let's say for instance, so you see I have the January cover here, turn it over, and I'm putting this here. I can then take my washi tape, and you want to make sure that whatever you have here is close to the, is not close to the edge, because you're going to cover this up. You'll see that in a second, what's going to happen. So I'm using some of my washi tape. I could take a little at a time. I don't need to take a whole big chunk of it. First, I'm going to line it up on one side of my little card here. Okay. I'm going to hold it so it doesn't move. Then flip it onto the other side. Flip that page onto the other side. And then take the washi tape and fold it over. Okay, so now what you have is this neat little book here that you can now flip out. Let's say you're looking at this, you can fold it out so that you can see it better. You can almost have, so you can have an accordion page, and what I love is like you can fold this out for multiple pages. You could keep adding on to this because you'll just need to fold it like this. I definitely will be using that. That's good for project management. If you have a project or a few projects that you're working on and you want to have like an accordion that folds out because you need to add it to your planner, you can totally do this. You can do this with any spiral bound notebook that you have, and you can add whatever pages you want. So best part, like if you're doing project management and you want to add more lined pages to your planner, go for it. Like, that's the dope part about it. You can totally add more pages to your planner. But I want to take my inserts. I'm going to put them on the page here. I thought that I did this on another video some years ago, but I don't think I did. Couldn't find it, at least. Right? And then I want to line this up with my page. I could have put these back a little bit further too, and I can cut them. But I want to line these up so that it is lined up with the page. Right? There we go. And I'm going to slide it over just a little bit so I can actually get to that part. Make sure it's still lined up. So you don't want this little piece like flapping out. If you need to, take a piece of washi tape so it doesn't move. And so now what you want to do is actually line these holes up. You can use a Sharpie or whatever you want to use to basically come in and see the holes through here. You can actually see them here. You want to take those holes there and just literally make a dot right next to where the hole is. You want to make sure that your dots are straight, because that's going to be the hard part. So I have one here, one there, here. Make sure you're straight on. You can also cut these too. Like if you don't want to have to make as many dots, just cut this in half. There. Let's take our washi tape off. We can now go ahead and hole punch where the black holes are. As you can see, this part right here, I already cut the holes in it, adhered it, and cut the holes. So we're going to together do this one. So this is with a smaller hole punch than, I guess, your normal hole punch. So you'll just go in, line that hole punch up with the hole that you drew. Doesn't need to be perfect, but you want to get it somewhat close. So you want to make sure it's lined up well. So you see how it gets a line there. You could make a line if you wanted to, or use your ruler to make sure that your lines are straight. Let me make sure I'm actually showing you guys. Yes. So these are straight. Okay. And what I'm actually going to do is close to this part here, close to where the holes are punched, I'm actually going to cut, because this is way too much. It's going to overlap, right? So here, cutting this, a little bit of that off. And then for me, I just want these curved. So I'm just curving them with my scissors. And then once I have them curved, I'm going into the middle of each circle here and just making a slit. So don't press the scissors down all the way, just partially. That's gonna make it so we can slide it onto the binding. Right? So now you probably can't see them in there, but there's these really like that. So you can see him pulling up like that. It wouldn't have been able to do that if it were not slit. And then I'll come in here. You can use a pen or a pencil or something if you want to push it down easier. Did I cut you? Okay, yeah, I cut you. Push them down into the little sections. The cool thing is, like, if they get worn out or anything goes wacky with them, you can just, that's why I like using these tabs, the post-it tabs, because they're removable. So after a while you could remove them if you needed to, and put them back in, however that works for you. So now I have a full-on functional page that is actually strong. Like, this thing is not going anywhere unless you really jamming out with it and doing some crazy stuff with it. This is not going anywhere. You can peel it back out and put it right back in again, if that's what you need to do. Right? This is good for, like, if you wanted to have a tracker, let's say for instance that moved, you know, something else you were tracking. Maybe you could take your budget pages and bring them up here and move them to each month so you could see them if you wanted to do that. But it's cool to be able to kind of like insert pages and still have this strong coil binding, because that coil binding is a strong binding. Right? I love this. Love it, love it, love it. It works so well. As I said, you can tear it out. You can move it around anywhere in your planner. And I don't know how much these things are. I don't remember, because I buy, as you see, I have multiples of them. I have some of these upstairs. These are actual dividers. So this is what I use to divide my planner. So you can find them in Staples or Office Depot, Office Max, any of those. Walmart too. But yes, so you can either attach that way, or you can attach using the washi tape. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that helps you to be more creative in your planner. I will be back for more tips and tricks and how I use mine. And until then, wishing you an overflowing abundance of love, laughter, and so much peace. Bye.